Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Why are so many riders obsessed with BMW Adventure bikes, when honestly, 90% of them never leave paved roads? Why do we glorify a machine that costs more than some houses in the province, when we live in a country where most adventure is, well, potholes, floods, and provincial highways? Is it really about capability, or is it about the badge on the tank? Today we're talking about the king of hype, BMW Adventure bikes. Are they worth it, or are we just buying a dream that Instagram sold us? When people say BMW Adventure bike, they usually mean the big GS models, especially the BMW R 1300 GS Adventure. This thing is a monster. 1300cc boxer engine, over 140 horsepower, radar systems, adaptive suspension, riding modes for rain, sand, gravel, road, dynamic, probably even mood swings. It weighs around 260 kilograms fully loaded. It looks like it could survive the apocalypse, and in the Philippines, it costs roughly the price of a brand new car. That's not a small decision, that's life-altering money. So the real question is, are you buying a tool, or are you buying an identity? Let's be fair first. BMW doesn't just slap plastic on an engine and call it premium. You are paying for 1. Engineering philosophy. BMW's boxer engine layout is unique. Low center of gravity, massive torque delivery, smooth power at long-distance cruising speeds. It's built for crossing continents, not crossing EDSA. 2. Electronics overload. Modern GS bikes are basically rolling computers, lean-sensitive ABS, traction control, cornering lights, adaptive suspension, TFT displays, connectivity systems. This is aerospace-level tech in a motorcycle. But here's the catch. When something goes wrong, you're not fixing it in a barangay mechanic shop. You're plugging it into diagnostics at a dealership. That convenience costs money. 3. Brand power. BMW isn't just selling a bike. They're selling heritage. They're selling Dakar rally history. They're selling the idea that you could ride from Germany to Mongolia tomorrow if you wanted to. And people pay for legacy, just like luxury watches, just like German cars. You're paying for what it represents. Let's zoom into our reality. We live in a country where expressways are limited, traffic is constant, speeds are rarely sustained above 120 kilometers per hour. Real off-road often means deep mud, tight jungle paths, steep rocky trails. Now ask yourself, is a 260-kilogram machine the best tool for that? When you drop a GS in sand, it's a workout. When you maneuver it in Manila traffic, it's wide and heavy. When you park it in public, you're thinking about security. And here's the spicy take. Most GS owners in the Philippines use maybe 40% of the bike's real capability. That doesn't make it a bad bike, it just makes it overkill, and overkill is expensive. Now let's talk about the part nobody admits. When you pull up on a BMW GS, people look. It commands respect. There's a presence. It says, "I've arrived." It's aspirational. It's the Rolex of adventure bikes. And here's something deeper. For many riders, it's not about logic. It's about a dream. The dream of long-distance freedom. The dream of epic road trips. The dream of being the guy who could ride across Asia. And sometimes, that dream is worth the price. But you need to be honest with yourself. Are you buying capability, or are you buying validation? Now let's talk reality, because here's the twist. There are serious alternatives that make more practical sense. The middleweight kings Honda CRF 1100L Africa Twin, still premium, still powerful, slightly more off-road biased, often cheaper than a GS, proven globally. Yamaha Tenere 700, lighter, simpler electronics, more raw, more dirt-focused, less luxury cruise ship, more desert weapon. The smart money options. Kawasaki Versys X300, lightweight, easy to handle, more than capable for Philippine touring, way less intimidating. KTM 390 Adventure, modern tech, agile, strong power-to-weight ratio, fun in twisties and light trails. Royal Enfield Himalayan, simple, tough, honest, built for bad roads, doesn't pretend to be a spaceship. And here's the wild part. For Philippine conditions, a lighter 300 to 700cc adventure bike often delivers more usable fun. You can push it harder. You can drop it without financial trauma. You ride it without fear. Sometimes freedom isn't about the biggest machine. It's about the one you're not scared to use. Here's the balanced answer. BMW Adventure bikes are phenomenal machines. Engineering-wise, top tier, comfort-wise, elite, long-distance capability, world-class. But in the Philippine context, for most riders, it's not about need, it's about desire. If you can afford it comfortably, if you truly plan long-distance touring, if it's your dream machine, then yes, buy it, enjoy it. Life is short, but if you're stretching financially, if you mostly ride weekends, if you want practical adventure, there are smarter choices. And here's the real mic drop. Adventure doesn't come from the logo, it comes from the rider. You can cross Mindanao on a 400cc bike and have more story than someone cruising BGC on a 1300. The machine helps, but the mindset matters more. If this offended you, good. If this made you think, even better. Comment below. Would you choose the GS, or would you go lighter and smarter? And if you want the next video, GS versus Africa Twin versus Tenere 700, Philippines edition, subscribe. Ride hard, stay honest.